Elliott on the left hash mark. This a 38-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Like, man, what is he broken like
Well, we
that?
saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Carson. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They run for it with Carson.
Man, we're right to him.
But he takes it up to the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Oh, yeah, that was
The
sick.
4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on
Sold out
1st
too
down.
much, trying to bring the house. I gotta do it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nigel Bradham able to drop him for a loss of 4.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware
I had
that he
one
can
play
take
maker.
off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent
That shit
downfield.
went to the outside.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Keep on playing aggressive.
Here's Carson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Dancing to his left.
Come on.
And the tight end Dixon left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Here's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one.
Man, hold on to the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
He trying to use everything. That's what's going to get him caught up. I got something for you, buddy. I'm keep him right there in that. I'm going to keep him right there in that middle. I'm going to dot him up everywhere.
Play action. It's Wilson.
Man, he dropped it, man.
That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
What more can I do?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A gain of 6 there on first. Wentz to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin.
Here's my
These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Dude,
and that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A very solid gain of 27.
He would cry from rain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, he playing deep.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A dump off for Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
He playing the right defense too. So I was finna give him a yaka. Here's my heart, Lord.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better.
I'm going to keep this using right in the middle. Die everything there.
I would agree with that totally.
And you try to get that middle, I'm going to fill that middle.
Yep. Cleaning up some of the errors.
That's what we're going to do.
Overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, he playing
he just gets
cover
rid of
4
it,
now.
Throws it away.
Now he switched
Wise
up.
move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson.
Long coverage though, buddy.
It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
Don't worry, you ain't going to stay there for long.
I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the
look at this dude, Tuck, man. Man, come on now. Y'all got to stop with this bull, man.
Not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On 2nd down, Wilson.
Yep. And you gonna go with that drag.
And they'll get him down as he's
use everything. Yeah, you super use, ain't it?
First down, Seahawks, Wilson to Baldwin. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked
the drag again.
Type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
He ain't go with him. I'll take it.
It's it to Dixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing and communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's
he finally blitzed
there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game.
I think he would have come back.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this is caught at the 8 and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
I want to see about my other plays.
This is Carson. He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Tempo. 14.
He'll get it up the middle, and he stopped immediately
that man
there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
I'm going to put the pressure on his offense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
He played my run. Again, it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Janikowski good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Man, he's sticking, man. I don't want to fumble.
At the 22-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
81.
Play action to Sproles. Wentz rolling to his left.
Give me that. Yep, I bait you. Yeah, I did.
He's picked off near his own 48.
And they go off and get off of it. Go and give it back to me.
For 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy.
I know you're going to be one of those late readers. You're going to keep on looking at it.
If you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet.
I could have ran the ball, man, through it.
Tight end Ed Dixon was the target, and that'll bring up second down.
Come on, let's go. Gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Hicks in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Frank Clark in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Working from the gun, Wentz escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They run it with Carson.
Man.
Get 3 down to the 34-yard
They're going to block something like that, huh?
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Shotgun. 19.
Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Time's out, right.
They run again with Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump in.
Yep. I knew it. When that brought that 69, there's 2 more spots. It confuses users. I'm sitting there sitting right in the middle of both of them. Yeah, should have been a whole lot better. But that's part of growing pains. Even like I was playing at this level when I first started, so let's just see how. One more win and I'll be in the 5,000. Yeah, 5,000. Man, I wish I could sit there and see the player you just played. See, I can't look. Come on, man. We love to call your name.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
All right, bro. We love to call your name.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Keep working, baby. Keep working, fellas.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Single. Let's go, 14.
Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Shotgun. 19.
Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Completes it to Dixon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Shotgun.
To throw is Wilson. To throw again. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. A good pickup there, a 22.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And on the ground they go with a running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
14. Let's go, 14.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting a 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Barkevius Mingo. In there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On play action, Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. A dump off to Sproles. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Two jet.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
81. Here we go. 120. What's this on?
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to loft one deep. This is caught inside the 15. They give him a gain of 38.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Again, it's Wentz. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
I absolutely love that play call there. They just came off of a big play. They've got momentum in their direction, and they come back and take the shot at the end zone, just unable to complete it. But I love their aggressiveness.
And you feel like the defense, a sigh of relief, could have been back-to-back really big plays. Wentz to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. It's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
14.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Darren Sproles. It's taken on the 25. Sproles so quick and agile. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And out now come the Eagles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Check 26, check 26. 49, guys. Mike.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught right side, Tate. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
14. Go, 14.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Nick Vanette, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Janikowski adds the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Call it a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
Two jet.
Wentz now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
On the ball.
This is Ajayi. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
On the ball.
On second down, here's Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, it's Wentz, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Barkevius Mingo in there to get him for his second sack of the night. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now it's Lockett. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Buying time is Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down.
Go 14.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chris Long in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say 24-hour cheesesteak shop, here we come.
Oh, yeah, and I'm buying, partner. And guess what? I'm having mine with.
And I'm having two if you're buying. Good night from Philadelphia.